Welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. Got the Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed, sitting to my side.
Yep.
And what a couple of weeks it's been since we talked wrestling. A lot of things happened.
Yeah. We did unboxings last time.
Yep, we did unboxings, so we didn't get to talk wrestling. And yeah, Southern 8 was a success, I'd say.
Yep.
Had some hard-hitting matches.
Yep.
Was there a surprise match for you? Was there a match that you enjoyed, or?
Out of all of them, well, I guess it's because I had never seen the guy. But the one that impressed me the most, even though he lost, was Camacho.
Me too. Me too.
Like, I was like, if I would book anybody back on the show besides like our regulars,
yeah,
it'd be Camacho.
I really enjoyed Camacho and Alexander Gold.
No, I like Gold too, but it just Camacho stood out the most.
Was really good, and I agree. And you know, his size really helped the tournament.
Yeah.
It helped get over the idea of the heavyweight tournament that I was trying to do, and because I think a lot of times, even like a guy like Ryan Ocean, who's 6'5", 6'6", 6'10", I don't know how tall he is, taller than me, he's still a slender guy, so I don't know if it registers heavyweight in our head, you know what I mean?
And the guy you had him in there with was Minotaur, so it didn't really like you were in there with a big guy because they were both guys.
Tall, yeah. I mean, when you got, you know, two 6 foot plus guys in there, they seem normal, you know. But Camacho really impressed me. Definitely, I think, was the sleeper of the tournament, and that's not to say anything bad about him. But I mean, he did. I think he outshined everybody. So I have to agree.
Like, it was just a character, the way he reacted with the crowd. Yep. He was probably the most crowd-reacted guy there was.
Yeah, and he had
besides
Ocean.
Oceans and Nightmare.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I would say he had a aura of believability. Like when his size moved and hit you, people, you know, like they could feel it. You know, and I don't know if the crowd always feels a person's size. You know what I mean?
All honesty, I mean, I think he kind of come off as heel, but the crowd didn't really treat him as a heel.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, again,
he could have easily been a face.
Two unknown people.
Oh yeah,
I
agree, but I'm just saying. But the crowd was kind of split on the match.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. We did get a substitution. Yeah. We had the Nightmare substituted for Logan Creed.
And when Logan Creed showed up was me, and I wasn't wrestling.
Yeah. So there was that. But however, solid matches all the way. Finals: Alexander Gold and Vladimir Koloff, which, again, I don't know how many people expected Vladimir to be in the finals. And
I'd picked him. But
yeah.
I doubt anybody else did.
Yes, well, I guess you got it right then, didn't you? Yeah. 2021 Great Southern 8 winner, Vladimir Koloff. So congratulations, Mr. Koloff. And hopefully we get to see some Koloff Christmas videos, and he's got the Southern 8 trophy with him.
That's true.
So that'd be cool.
He did the first one today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Had to go hunt it up.
To West Warren.
Oh, cool.
So it was good.
Cool. Yeah, I watched MLW. Yeah. Before we get to MLW, I sent you a women's match from the...
It was more like a highlight reel.
Well, yeah, I mean, I couldn't find the whole match.
I agree. I looked. I couldn't find it.
And it was, help me out who it was, Bianca Belair and a white chick.
Yeah, there you go. Liv Morgan?
Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched wrestling, like WWE wrestling, in a long time. So I'm definitely behind. Honestly, probably never seen either one of them wrestle before. If I have, I hadn't paid any attention.
I'd seen Bianca and I'd seen Liv in like a tag match, maybe.
This match was fire.
It was
like, it was good. If you saw the whole match, it was good. They sold, things registered. You know, they kept it simple. It wasn't nothing crazy. Everything was on point. I thoroughly enjoyed the match. So it's from the Support the Troops, Tribute to the Troops thing. So I recommend everybody go find that match. Now, can't speak for any other matches because I watched that one. I just happened to catch it. And then I didn't watch anything else.
I saw as a highlight, and I like what I saw. The only problem I had was like Morgan was just smiling the whole damn match. And I'm like,
she lost it toward the end,
pissed off.
But at the beginning, it was a little tit for tat. Like they would do one thing, and Belair would kind of pose and do whatever, and then she would do something. But toward the end, the smiling got away. But I think when they did do it, it made sense.
That was the only part that bothered me. The rest of it I enjoyed.
But I really enjoyed it. I was like, somebody been watching like some cruiserweight matches from WCW. Like they were really trying to show out, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, MLW, we saw Warhorse.
Yes.
And Casey Navarro.
I'd never seen him before, but I was impressed by what I saw.
Casey Navarro is a former Federated guy. I don't think he's Federated anymore. I think when he started working with like Impact or somebody, there was a little conflict of interest, and he had to kind of abandon ship, so to speak.
Gotcha.
Or maybe it was with CZW or something. But Casey has worked a lot of places, and him and Warhorse had a great match.
I enjoyed it. That's one of the first matches I've seen in forever that made me want to. I was like, okay, I'm curious what the hell this rest of the show's going to be.
Yeah. Women's match I thought was good. The women's tag match.
I actually liked the bad guys. The
I did
bigger
too.
Girls. I was impressed. I was scared it was going to be bad. Let's just say bigger girl wrestling, and it wasn't. They busted their ass.
It was definitely my style of people.
Yeah, me too.
So I like the hard hitting and the kind of in your face, and I thoroughly. I mean, a little bit of me hoped they had won, but they didn't.
No,
the Sea Stars beat the Top Dogs. I guess that's what we're talking about. Yeah,
but
Sea Stars came from Chikara.
Top Dogs actually fit them. I thought. Yeah, Sea Stars was that sounded Japanese-ish.
Well, I think they had more like fishy type names when they were in Chikara.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, because at that time Chikara kind of couldn't get it as much, I guess.
No, they went away from YouTube so much at the end.
Yeah, when they did their streaming service or whatever. So a lot of the newer stuff I didn't get to see, but I know that's where they were from. I knew who they were, just really didn't know who they were. And I believe maybe one of them had a mask, or maybe both had masks in Chikara. I'm not 100% sure. And then there were some promos and stuff on MLW, and it is what it is. I'm enjoying the kind of the backstage, more like go out and try to find an interview versus just standing there and like that, Mean Gene. Hey, what do you think about this?
But I actually missed her being there, honestly, because I can't think of her name, but their backstage interview.
Yeah. Oh, the O2 or something. Yeah. Well, she's still there. They're just kind of competing.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying I didn't see her on this show, and I was like, I actually missed seeing her back there.
Right.
Because she's like she's become their Mean Gene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when she isn't there, you're like, wait, she wasn't there.
And I think maybe we're gonna see Jeff Cobb put the mask back on.
I don't know. That was weird. I didn't really get what the hell they're doing. They're like, okay, he's finally going to use that damn key. Let's see what he opens. He opens a door. You never see nothing.
But
come
he says
out.
like, they hint. Oh, is that his mask?
Yeah, they said it looks like.
What's his name?
They said it looks like his brother's mask, and I'm like, I saw a ball of something like.
It was
fabric.
horrible, but.
But then he opens a door towards the camera, so you can't see nothing. And I'm like, what the hell
I'm
is
hoping
it?
they noticed the letdown of crowd when he took the mask off. And Matunza, that's
Matunza,
yeah. So I'm hoping Matunza puts the mask back on. And sorry, Jeff, I know you said like mask is hot, jumpsuit's hot, but man, like they did such a good job building that character. Nobody wants to see it go away. And I don't know if we've really seen a company invest in Jeff Cobb as a character, and I think that's why the crowd got let down, because I think nobody didn't know he was under the mask. You know what I mean? It was common knowledge.
Like Joseph Parks being Abyss.
Yeah,
everybody knew.
So, but I mean, it was just the excitement that Matunza had behind him. So hopefully that's what we get. And then finals of the Opera Cup.
That was
TJP
great.
versus David Richards. I agree.
Awesome match.
Very good. A couple like ooh kind of moments.
Because I'm not even a TJP fan, but I like that match. Like, that match was good.
They both worked. I mean, they went out there to work, and I think they needed it because the Opera Cup and the history and all that. Like, I think it needed that work rate match.
I liked how Davey, after he won, where he was like, I was told to dedicate this to somebody, but I never quite do what I'm told.
Yeah, I wonder who
dedicated it to the fans.
I wonder what that conversation was about.
Who knows? It's Davey. I've always heard that he kind of does that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I had no problem with him dedicating it to the fans, though. I thought it was actually very cool.
It's very cool, yeah. ECW feeling. You know what I mean? So we're making the fans the important one and the wrestler not. So I kind of dug it. Did you watch anything else?
I watched the Ring of Honor from this week.
I didn't get to see that.
It is so weird, but because again, they don't have crowd. It's the first time one I've watched in quite a while. But it was PCO and Danhausen versus the Briscoes.
Mm-hmm.
Briscoes won, but a decent match in all honesty. God, what was that match? It was like three matches on it total. Shit, I had to look it up, but I don't remember. But that was the match I was going to talk about mainly was the Danhausen match.
Okay.
But it was decent. I really liked it.
Well, I watched some of AEW Dynamite last night.
Jay Lethal versus EC3.
Oh, cool.
And supposedly, well, they played it, so he did say it. But at some point, Jay Lethal got recorded saying, I don't even like, and what's the name of his group? A Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And like as the match is going on, all of a sudden that video plays and Jay Lethal's like, oh shit, they caught it, I guess. And the next thing you know, he's got EC3's got him on the ground and he makes him go uncle and tapped out. Pretty decent match because it was like EC3 was playing mind games with him the whole damn match. He's going, you could just be with me, and which he's not because he's now with AEW. So it's really weird watching that show knowing that he's signed with AEW.
Yeah.
Is there like some kind of deal where he's going to be with it till Final Battle? Or?
Well, a lot of that's taped too, So.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But they got Final Battle coming up like in 2 weeks.
He probably is.
So,
I'm sure there was a deal.
I hope they did because I'd hate for it to end with like.
And Jay Lethal not be there.
No, I'm just with that and without an ending. Like, where the hell did the storyline go?
Yeah.
But I mean, it kind of sucks that this is pre-taped, but we already know that AEW now has the rights to Jay Lethal.
Right. Well, I watched the 3 or 4 matches of AEW Dynamite, the first few. We got Bryan Danielson versus Alan Angels, and this was a good match.
He got way more than I thought he was going to.
I mean, I had no complaints. I was thinking that, it was going to be squash jobs and jobbed out and all this stuff. He actually went out there to make him look good.
I was about 10 probably.
Yeah, and I saw a clip of the video where he broke Colt Cabana's teeth.
So he's like,
so that was like, wow. And then we got Lee Mary.
Did you like that he teased that he's going to be wrestling Silva all during the match? He was doing this all during the match, and I'm like, does anybody catch what he's doing?
I did not catch it.
Well, Silva's always doing that damn pose, and even when he was doing the submission on him, he was doing the pose.
I didn't catch it.
That's what it was. So,
so that's cool. But then we got CM Punk versus Lee Moriarty,
yeah.
And
Moriarty, that's it.
I have to agree with MJF here. I thought Lee got way more than... Now, I enjoyed it. Like, if you wanted a match to go build Lee, this was it.
Yeah, but I
mean, Lee was fire in this match.
I think the point they're trying to get across is he too old to be doing what he's doing.
And I get it. And for once, I have to say they're doing storytelling.
Yeah.
AEW is so mind-boggling, and I think this has been
They have like 3 good things and the rest is crap. That's what a lot of people are saying.
It's almost like, all right, you book and then you book and you book and don't talk to each other.
And sadly, that's what they're...
I don't know how it... I mean, I really, really don't know how it works. But I liked what they did. Promo was good at the end with MJF and Punk. And the week before that, the promo was really good. And yeah, I got no complaints with this CM Punk MJF storyline as long as they keep talking. I mean, I think that's got to be the issue. Is they got to keep talking.
I like where they even have the fans like, you're like, well, he got way too much. And you're like, well, if you're a fan of wrestling, you still believe. That's the whole point. It's like, is he too old to do it? Like, it even has the fans question like, damn, can he beat MJF?
And the cool part is even if he's too old for it, once he hits his finisher, it's done. So
conscious.
I mean, I may be old, but the knee still works. So I dug it, and then we got to see a friend of ours, AC Adams, fight Wardlow, and he got a kick.
And a kick, yeah.
a beating he took.
Yes, he did. 4 power bombs.
In reality, most people's going to take a beating from Wardlow. So.
Yeah, I agree. I just didn't know it was going to be that many damn.
And if the 4 power bombs didn't do the job, the
multiple
4 or 5
chair
shots from Sean Spears definitely got the job done. I mean, broke the chair. Yes. Like, it was completely decimated.
It was like a welcome to the business, kid.
Yeah, 100%.
I was like, yeah.
I was like, what did he do?
I thought about you and Rodney Mack when I saw it. I was like, I remember Robert had a match like this one time, and yeah.
I was like,
you got dynamited way back then.
Like, poor AC Adams. He must have been back there and, like, spit in Wardlow's food or something. Like, what'd you do to Wardlow? You sit in his spot? I'm like, good gracious.
They should have did Danhausen and punch him in the groin.
Yeah, punch him in the balls. But super cool to see him right out of the Ego Dojo. It's amazing. And
they took your video down, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't last, so.
Yeah, I got the email.
Yeah.
Sorry for filming your television with your phone, but you stole that. I'm like, it wasn't even good quality. I mean, I don't have a high definition TV. I got, when you bought your TV and you threw your old one away, well, I picked it up.
Yeah,
that's what I use. So, I mean, it's not even, it's a tube. It's not even a good TV.
Because when you sent it to me, I'm like, well, I just saw this on Instagram. And it was better quality on Instagram
course.
Than what you sent.
I mean, it was horrible, but I just wanted to get it, And forgive me for being a proud papa,
Yeah, no kidding.
But, and then I saw Cody Rhodes get set on fire.
Did that make any sense?
I mean, if
he set himself on fire.
If you like roasted crackers, then yeah. I mean,
it's like, what the heck? And everybody's like, oh, he's so brave for taking that bump. I'm like, he took the bump, though. His wife set him on fire. The other guy there was one guy that kept showing like, what the hell's the other guy's name? The one who was wrestling.
Yeah, Andrade or whatever.
Yeah. They showed like his chest was on fire. And I'm like, that shit just come off Cody.
It was on fire because Cody's arm was on fire.
Yeah, and it hit his chest.
Yeah. I don't even think he touched the table.
No.
I mean, if you're like, hey.
I watched it like 8 times. He never even come close to the table.
If you're like, hey, let's put this guy through a table. Okay. You had to have at least 752 different ways to put the guy through the table that didn't involve you landing on the table
and he's
first.
Done this before, though, where he's like, I'm putting this guy through a table, and you put yourself through a table. He's done this before.
I mean, the only difference between the move Cody gave him versus him giving Cody like the blockbuster is...
To me, it looked like he reversed it. I mean, I know it was a reverse suplex, but it looked like Andrade reversed the damn move for him to take all the fire.
It wasn't...
Andrade didn't take jack. Hell, you watch Andrade, he's putting him out.
I mean, Mae Young took better table bumps.
It made no sense.
Yeah.
And if Andrade would have taken it face down, he would have got effed up some kind of bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why are y'all doing this shirtless? Even because some people are like, well, he did it shirtless, and he had second-degree burns. The people that did it before him are still stupid, and they were still wearing damn clothes. And if you think this stops fire, you're an idiot.
I mean, it was... I don't know.
You sent me a video of a guy that set his crotch on fire.
I was going to say, transitioning from one guy doing something dumb with fire in wrestling.
And then ran around the parking lot. Well, not parking lot, but the people were places where the people were and trying to get his crotch put out.
Yeah, there's a clip or something going around like Facebook where this guy is on the floor and another guy sets his crotch on fire and then tries to put it out with a weed eater.
And the bad part is the weed eater started up because weed eaters wind, so the weed eater made the freaking flame grow.
And then the flame just like homeboy, he gets up, he's running around like which isn't funny because this dude's literally burning.
It was so stupid.
Literally burning, but I've never go, you know what would be a good idea?
Set my crotch on fire.
Set my crotch on fire and put it out with a weed eater. I mean, that's I've never had that idea.
Like if he would have hit him with a chair, that would at least smothered the flame. But a weed eater is wind. Wind feeds flame.
Here's an idea. No.
Don't do it.
No.
Yeah, for both of them.
I mean, this is coming from a guy.
There's no reason in the world from Cody Rhodes to have to be setting a damn table on fire. He could have done the table spot. That'd have been enough.
Right.
That's stupid.
I mean, this is coming from a guy who once got thrown through a Christmas tree wrapped in barbed wire and had forks on it for ornaments. Don't do dumb stuff. Oh, you will regret dumb stuff. Don't do dumb stuff. Oh, it was. I don't know. It was.
I mean, that's
insane.
bad though. We're literally comparing an indie show that had like 40 to 50 people, maybe. Well, from what the video you can see.
To AEW Dynamite.
To AEW Dynamite, and I'm like, come on, dude.
And I'm sure the idea was like, hey, let's play. Were they even in like ECW territory? Georgia. So no, that made no sense.
No, I mean, Georgia's a hot place, but that's about it.
You ever seen Dusty Rhodes set a table on fire and jump through it?
No. They should have had a cowbell match in Georgia if they want to do something for Dusty.
I would just like pull your boot off and hit him with it.
It's something. I didn't get it. I'm like, why are you setting yourself on fire?
I don't know. It was bad idea.
And I wish I could have heard the crowd better. How did they react when they showed it was Brandy? Was it boos or was it cheers?
No, they was like, okay, it's her.
Like, well, everybody pretty much hated her last time you saw her, except she was pregnant, and everybody was like, yay!
I mean, I don't think people got a huge reaction because it's his wife.
Yeah, but a lot of people, that's what I'm saying. Last time you saw her, she was hated. That's what I'm saying.
Not last time I saw her.
Last time TV saw her.
Yeah. I don't know, though. Overall, I mean, crazy stuff. I didn't finish watching, or was that all of AEW Dynamite? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the final match.
Okay, so that's all I saw, and I kind of cut it off. And the only reason I saw that was because I saw maybe somebody sent it to me or something. Was like, hey, go watch that.
I'm like, watch Cody put himself on fire. Does it make any damn sense to you?
Yeah, I just went back and watched it.
Everybody's putting it over. I'm like, what are y'all putting over? He messed his own self up. And they're like, well, if you look at his back, you can see it's peeling already. I'm like, it was on fire.
No, that wasn't peeling. What that was the wallpaper or whatever, the sticker that was covering the wood.
Varnish, I said.
Yeah,
varnish.
Like it melted onto his skin. Yeah. Bad idea, man.
He probably got some,
you can tell there's a moment in there, if you go back and watch it, where you can look at him and you can really tell, oh, I shouldn't have done this.
No.
Like you can see it all over his face, like this was a dumb idea. And it only lasted for a second or two, and he got back into what was going on. But there was a small portion where he was like, I shouldn't have done that. And I'd have to agree, you shouldn't have done that.
No, that was dumb, bro. That was just beyond dumb.
Yep. Anything else? Getting pretty close to wrapping up?
No, not that I can think of right off bat.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, any more wrestling coming up soon here in Mississippi?
No, but I'm pitching to one or two schools and hoping to get something back. So maybe
are you gonna try
in
to
2022.
Camacho again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Any idea for an opponent?
I would like to see him in gold again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure in Camacho's mind, he wasn't expecting to get beat by Alexander Gold.
No.
So I'd like to see a rematch.
Okay.
Yeah. So, till next time, watch wrestling and don't do nothing stupid.
No, just keep watching.
Don't do dumb wrestling. Just watch it. Later.